Okay, so first thing we're going to identify was in terms of setup. If I ask the question to you now, what shot are you trying to hit on there in that side of that box? You could say a short shot, and we can see now why.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Smaller, exactly, a lot narrower, a lot closer.
Yeah.
You're in a position how to hit a short shot, whereas before you set up for a big shot. Okay, your backswing length was just that's going to go 60 yards if you make full. If you accelerate from there, all that power created, whoosh, that ball's going miles.
Right, okay.
So then you're forced now to decelerate, slow their club down, and that usually comes from gripping it tighter in the arms and just jabbing into the golf ball. Okay, what we're trying to do is shrink, shorten the distance. Okay, and if you watch your arm swing on the right hand side, this is your practice swing. Okay, as you swing through, say your arms just keep, and you finish now with a nice sort of triangle that you've maintained throughout the swing. So there's a gap now between your hands and your torso, So that was your practice swing, okay? Now you step to the golf ball, and again, your wrists are flicking up here, not a problem at all, because the ball's been hit, it would have been hit nicely, okay? Then you step to the golf ball, same good setup. That's good, so the hands are away from the body because your arms are swinging. Now when the ball gets here, watch your hands finish here. See how close they've got to the body? So it's the same kind of flick here, but because your arms are stuck into the body, you've topped it, okay? If that right arm had actually sort of swung out here, and not swung down there, you'd have hit the golf ball nicely. So in some ways, just practicing your arms, just actually doing this there, Kathy, just back and through. This is the chipping motion, okay? And if the setup is good, okay, the club runs into the back of the ball and the loss ended up in the air. But when people see a golf ball being hit ground first this way, or we top it on the ground, they then try to stop doing that by lifting the ball up in the air, and what they end up doing is lifting the club up by bending the arm, scooping and flicking the wrist, leaning back and just making a mess of all the shots. So just keep the arm swinging back and forth. It's going to what I call, especially when I'm doing the sessions with the kids, to keep it as simple as you possibly can, your arms and the club create a letter Y. Okay, as you go back, you swing that Y back. As we go through, what we're looking for is the swing of the Y through. Your arm's going to stop there at impact, okay? If we watch the practice swing in terms of the difference, just watch the two swings sort of side by side, okay? So this on the right hand side, your hands are staying away from the torso, okay, away from the body. Then when the shot happens in real terms, the hands get a bit closer. And it's only this much closer, but that much off the ground, the club's been topping the golf ball, okay? Just keeping the arms swinging through. The setup, you made the changes pretty much straight away, because it's just saying stand closer, move yourself in, and these kind of things. It's then for you to practice this kind of motion here now. Do that at home, go on the welcome mat at home, and just get used to striking the ground with your arms swinging back and forth. So your hands are swinging, your hands are kind of swinging on this side. Look at the practice swing there, so your hands are swinging on that shallow arc. If we get to the golf ball here now and you swing back, your backswing's fine there, and then whoop, the hands are going whoop, up there, you see. Arms pulling in and trying to lift it. And that's just a lifting sensation. It's a habit. But that habit's been created by a backswing length that's up there. You've got to stop. If you didn't stop there, Kath, you just get 50 yards, you get 20 yards to the green, you'd just be clearing the green everywhere.
Off the green then,
exactly,
the bunker,
you're just creating too much power. Exactly. Think about when you're throwing a ball. That was a simplistic way of doing it.
And it's all around the green, isn't it?
You get 3 or 4 shots up to the green, and then you take 4 or 5 to get on the green.
Yeah, that's true.
So in some ways, if you're playing a pitching wedge that far, you've almost got to hope for a miss hit. So if you've got a 20-yard shot and you're trying to, with this length backswing, you might go 50 yards. Now you're 30 yards across the back of the green, maybe in the rough. Then the same swing again, you might miss it a bit more. It might go 40 yards. Now you're at the front of the green 10 yards. I can putt the ball from there now. But you just go and you play tennis with yourself back and forth, adding the shots up like confetti.
Oh God.
Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Good. Okay.
It does.
Simplify things.
A lot. Yes.
Identify the shots between long and short.
Yes.
When you get to the golf ball, you walk up to the golf ball and you ask yourself the question, right, is this shot now a long shot or a short shot? And whatever it is, you set up either for a long shot or you set up for a short shot. There's 2 types of setups. You look at the setup on the right hand side, there's your short setup there, there's kind of a long setup, okay? A setup for the shot you're going to try and play. And then you from there just keeping the arms so you can get the tension out of it.
Because,
it's just practice with the arms,
nice drives and a second shot and that, and then you rush it then, and you don't think.
And I think
you just want to get on the green.
The frustration of making a mess of a chip shot as well. If you hit 2 or 3, say on the first on the button, you hit three shots 100 yards each, and you're about 10 yards from the green, and then you knock it across in the back, and I could have kicked it on the green with less shots.
Absolutely.
And then the frustration mounts. Okie dokie.
Great.
Excellent.